The Primus Epic Avionics System on the Augusta AW139 helicopter features several databases that provide the pilot with navigation and other flight information essential to safe flight. These databases must be updated periodically. The updates can be found on a CD provided by Honeywell. The CD contains navigation database updates and other essential flight information and must be updated every 28 days. We'll show you how to update databases on an AW139 helicopter equipped with a Primus Epic Avionics system. These procedures are applicable to all Primus Epic AW139 helicopters. To perform this task, you'll need the database updates, a remote terminal, and an interface kit like the LandTap 10. If you don't have one, you can order it online from ICS Aero or Land Connections. Perform the update by following these 3 steps. Connect the remote terminal, load the software, and finally, verify the databases. Before you begin, the aircraft must be properly set up. To load software, the aircraft must be on the ground and the avionics system must be powered up for about 5 minutes. Once the aircraft is set up for the load, connect the remote terminal to the LAN. There are 2 coax connection terminals on the AW139. For long-nose aircraft, both terminals are in the forward avionics compartment. For short-nose aircraft, one terminal is in the forward avionics compartment and the other is near the aft baggage area. You can use whichever connection terminal you would like. Remove the terminating resistor from the coax connection terminal and connect the coax cable. Connect the other end to the BNC connector on the LandTap. Connect the Ethernet and USB cables to the LandTap. Now we're ready for the load. Start by turning on the remote terminal. Launch the CMC software and insert the CD. Click on Data Loader and wait until the CD is preloaded before continuing. Select Full Load. Find the CD drive and select the files to be loaded. Once the files are highlighted, click on Select File and the configuration check will start. During the configuration check, the software will compare the files on the CD to the files already loaded on the aircraft. Files already loaded on the aircraft will not be reloaded. It also calculates the time needed for the load. If a module doesn't pass the configuration check, it won't be loaded. However, you can try the load a second time at the end of the procedure. After the configuration check completes, start the load. During the load, the cockpit displays may turn off or display red X's. This is normal. The load can take several minutes. At times it may seem as if the load is frozen or stopped. However, it is extremely important that you don't interrupt the load. The load status list may show 100% and say finishing. However, the load is not fully completed until the message "Loading Sequence Complete" is displayed. The load status list shows all the modules that received a data load. Go through the list and look for any modules that did not get updated. If any loads fail, wait until the loading process is complete and select Retry. The Retry feature automatically examines the list of modules for failures and will attempt a single reload of any modules that were not updated on the original attempt. Another option is to go back and target load the failed module. If the load fails twice, cycle power to the affected module and try the load again. File loading errors are entered into a fault log on your remote terminal. The fault log is normally located on the C drive in a folder titled DLS Work. If you encounter any problems that you can't easily resolve, copy the log file and send it to the Honeywell or Augusta Westland help desk. After you've updated the databases, perform a data load validation to ensure that all the data has been successfully installed. Power down the aircraft and wait at least 2 minutes before reapplying power. You may see the message CMC connection failed on the remote terminal. This is normal. Power up the aircraft and wait 5 minutes. On the MCDU, access the Nav ident page and verify that the new navigation database is loaded. Disconnect the remote terminal and be sure to put the termination resistor back on the connector. For more details on data loading, refer to the Aircraft Maintenance Manual. For technical assistance, contact the Honeywell Technical Operations Center.